March 18th can't come soon enough because we are getting all of the updates for Marvel's Avengers. Today on the show, I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of every single thing that you need to watch out for that big update coming next week. That episode is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Assemble. I'm Matt. Thank you so much for joining us. Today on the show, we are talking about Marvel's Avengers. Yes, like it or lump it, we are going to go back and talk about this guy because on March 18th, we are getting the full patch 1.5 update that is going to be dropping to give us every little tiny thing that we kind of want, and some stuff we're still not that excited for. But I thought it'd be good that today I can give you kind of a full running list of everything you need to know. We've done past episodes where we've covered everything bit by bit as the announcements have been coming out, and it'd be good to kind of just put this all together for you guys. If you enjoy the show, do me a favor at the end of the show, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoy the show, because we got gaming content and news every single day of the week, plus all of our other content and series on there. So do me a favor, check out the show. All right, so we're not just getting the Hawkeye DLC, we're getting a ton of other stuff coming up on March 18th. So here's the rundown. March 18th, we are going to be seeing the Hawkeye DLC coming out. With that, you are going to be getting the full new story revolving around Hawkeye, and it's going to be a continuation of the story thread that we have seen with Kate Bishop. And I'm very interested to see how this is going to be turning out, because we don't really know what's going to be happening next after Hawkeye. I want to see how it's going to tie into Kate Bishop's story thread, how that narrative goes, and what kind of DLC we are going to be getting. And I want to know what all of you think. Are we going to be getting a 2-hour DLC, a 3-hour DLC, or more or less? And do you think that it's going to turn out stronger than the Kate Bishop DLC? Kate Bishop was our first introduction to this post-game DLC content. And do you think that it's going to be any better, or what reservations do you have about it? Now, along with the Hawkeye DLC, you're obviously going to be getting just a ton of cosmetics when it comes to Hawkeye and being able to use him throughout all of the other missions that you guys have in case you want to go back and be able to beat anything else. Along with that DLC, it's going to open up the new area of Wasteland. So the new biome Wasteland is the new area that we are going to actually be able to play, and we are getting the new villain, which is going to be Maestro. So this is going to be an added touch. Now, I have my concerns about having Maestro as the villain within the Hawkeye DLC and most likely replayable within any of the side missions we want to do online, because I worry that it's just going to be a carbon copy of Abomination. I am the optimist. I am trying to be optimistic here, everybody, and I'm trying to think that maybe this is going to be a little bit more than just a, well, I worry that they're going to put Maestro in some sort of robot outfit. But hopefully the Wasteland, it does look good. It looks new and revitalized as a different environment, and it looks like it's going to be open, and it looks like it's going to be less hallways and elevators. So I'm going to be optimistic that the Wasteland piece is going to turn out pretty well. It's going to be good to be able to replay that with a lot of our heroes, to be able to go through and fly around as Thor or Iron Man. But I want to see what this is going to turn into, and then what it's going to mean for future content down the road. Now, the other piece that we're getting as new content is actually going to be the customizable harm rooms. Now, we said this on a previous episode, and this has got me all a little tickled and a little excited. It's slightly disappointed too at the same time. Here's why. I think the harm room customization is going to be really fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to just put in a ton of enemies within there, within a harm room, being able to beef up my character. And hopefully it does mean that it's not just a generic customized harm room where I can set up, you know, the amount of villains, the type of villains, and so on, but I can actually build up my XP for my character. Because if I can do that and lower some of the difficulty or increase it, I might be able to beef up some of those characters along the way. I haven't gone into a ton of details to what the customized harm rooms are going to really do for you long term, other than it's just another embedded feature. I'm excited because it looks like it's just going to be chaos. We're going to be able to set these things up any way we like, and it's going to be able to allow you to hopefully just beef up those characters. Like I said, maybe if you are not mainlining Hulk or Thor, maybe you want to be able to actually increase some of their XP and get them up a little bit further by going through some of these customized harm rooms. It's nice to have a little bit of variety, because if you don't want to keep playing the same old missions over and over again, harm rooms can be enjoyable. The thing that I am skeptical, or at least I'm a little disappointed with, is that these are going to be customized environments. It's just the standard harm room that we have been in and we are accustomed to, and they haven't introduced that yet. My hope is that down the road, they can improve this and give us different environments to do these harm room challenges in, because it's a fun idea and it's a neat idea and core concept. and being able to actually customize them now, again, it's an added layer and added benefit to the gameplay. Now, an added benefit to gameplay and everything is going to be the full updates that we are going to be getting on the 18th for the Series X, as well as the next gen for PS5. Now, there's full blog posts and everything online regarding what the updates are going to look like, but basically in a nutshell is that we are going to be getting the options for 4K, 60 frames per second, improved graphics, improved lighting, faster load times are in there as well. We've got easy saves and transfers built in there, and I gotta be honest, if I get those faster load times and I'm not stuck in an elevator for 4 minutes, Matt's gonna be a happy guy. Still endless waves of robots. 60 FPS, 4K, you know, either on your Series X or PS5. That has me excited because I want to be able to see really what kind of care and polish that's going to bring to the experience of this game. And am I going to really notice the difference? I've been playing it on my PS5 right now, and it's been getting some of those enhancements where, you know, the frame rate's a little bit smoother. It looks a little bit prettier with the PS5, but and the load times are a little bit better even now with the horsepower of the PS5. So I'm going to be interested to see what it really does to change the overall experience of not having crashes, not having as many bugs, and really having that extra level of polish. Now, with that added level of polish, something that I was hoping to get, and we are actually going to get it, is we are going to now get full campaign replay. This was recently announced just the other day that they are going to now allow you to go back and replay the full campaign over again, and you are going to be able to keep your XP and have it transfer. So for me to be able to go through and bang out some more of those trophies, if I want to be able to platinum the whole game, it's going to really help. And it is something that I have wanted to do, to be honest, because I enjoyed the campaign. And I've said this in other videos too, is that I think that the campaign, the story is solid. And enough of you in the community have asked like, hey, should I pick this up? Is this worth getting yet? And my advice, in my opinion, has been that I think you should wait until the 18th to see what we get. If it's your first time going through it, I think the campaign is solid enough that there's value in there on its own. Yes, the online and the multiplayer and the additional content has been disappointing, and it's taken a long time and way too long, and it's been chaotic to see this game kind of get on track. But I think that if you wanted a solid Avengers story focusing on Kamala as a different character in the MCU, it does a good job of this. And there are some really solid moments within the campaign, and the cutscenes are well done. Like there's good enough in there for you to enjoy. I think that with the polish of 4K, 60 FPS, and going back and not having some of the crashes like I experienced in the campaign, which really bummed me out, I think that going back now and being able to replay it, there's a lot of value there. So if it's your first time going through, I do think that this is a good time to try it out. You're going to be getting kind of the optimized best experience possible, especially on next gen console. And if you are going to be moving over from PS4 to PS5, Xbox One to Series X, it's free upgrade to be able to do so. So there is no additional charge if you are going to moving from your older console to the new one. And again, with that, your saves and data and everything and your progression, everything is going to carry over for us, which is a really good thing. What I really hope I was going to get, and I want to see this on the 18th, that if they're going to do this kind of pushover, if you guys have played Spider-Man from the PS4 and then you got the update over on the PS5, when we did the save update, it pinged all of your trophies on the PS5. I kind of want that, because that was just like a little drug of just ding, 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 ding of all the notifications, and it got Matt super excited. What I love is that if I got that full update, that I actually saw all of the trophies go through and ping and ding all the way through again. So we'll see if that happens, and if we get a new trophy list, I believe we are going to get updated trophies too. So it's going to be interesting to see what else we're going to have to do within this game. If you guys are looking to platinum or 100% this thing. And the last thing to mention is going to be kind of the most controversy that we've had within this game is going to be the leveling system and the XP change. So keep in mind that if you are existing players, that on the 18th, they are changing the leveling system so that it's going to be a lot harder to max out your character if they are after level 25. So it's going to take longer to be able to reach that max level of 50 if we want to. For new players, this is going to be fine. You guys are going to have a good experience. But for all of us that have been playing this for a while, and you have some characters that are hovering around the 20 mark for their level, now's the time to actually get in there and beef them up quickly so that you're ready to go for the 18th. Level 25, it's going to sound like, based on a lot of the releases and the Reddit posts and everything that's been going on, it sounds like it's going to take you around 2 hours or so, depending on the character, to be able to level them up 1 or 2 levels at a time. It's not crazy. It's not outlandish, and we got to experience it for ourselves to see if it's going to work or not. But it is a bummer that I'm like, we have to get this XP change and this update, which is something that fans have not been exactly clamoring for. But we got to see what the whole thing is going to look like. So ladies and gentlemen, that is your full wrap up and rundown of Marvel's Avengers and everything you need to know when it comes to the March 18th update that's going to be coming. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited to get what is going to be kind of the best experience we're possibly going to get from this game? Are you going to jump back in? Does it have you excited enough to go and try the campaign over again or for the first time? Let me know. I hope to see you guys online for this. I'm excited to try it all out. I want to see what the whole revitalized full package is going to look like and see if it's going to be able to draw in new fans as well as bring back fans that, you know, really just kind of had enough of it to begin with. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching here on Assemble. I'm Matt, and as always, thank you guys for assembling with us. See ya.